morning. My name is Yael Mandisuno, and my team is Sebastián Langarica and Diego Estrada. And we're gonna talk about the Syrian civil war and a Mexican event that is happening, that is the Syrian immigrants in Mexico. Well, first of all, the background of the war is that it's a conflict that began in the beginning of the Arab Spring in neighboring countries. The government used deadly forces to crush the dissent. The protesters took up arms, first of all to protect themselves and then to protect their areas of the security forces. The violence continued increasing and the country descended into a civil war. Nowadays, the war is more between countries that are against Bashar al-Assad and the countries that support him. Many countries are involved, only making the war more complex and prolonging it.
Imagine you're dead and someone gives you a miracle cure. That's what coming to Mexico feels like I've been born again. Say Silva, a 24 years old student from Iraq. This is one of the million people that has to come to flee out from their country because the problems that they have been having. Since 2012, an estimated half million people have been killed and more than 5.6 million refugees have been forced to flee their homes due to armed violence in Syria. After serving postings in Pakistan and Afghanistan in 2013, Melendez was working in a Syrian refugee camp in Iraq's Kurdistan region when he began laying the groundwork for the Habesha project.
Well, the positive part of this is that the Syrian refugees have a better quality of life and they don't have the same risk like if they were in Syria. But the negative part is that many Mexicans take advantage and they treat them like if they were no humans. A solution is to give employees to the Syrian refugees and to treat them in a proper way.
Well, before this, I think that this is a very good opportunity for people that, in the case of the Syrian people, they are being forced to leave their country, and many times the people hasn't the opportunity to continue their studies. But in this case, in Mexico, there are a program that helps you to come out that situation and create new opportunities. The bad case of this is that many bad people can take advantage of the situation of the people in Iraq, and they can be forced to do some things that they don't want to, or to do things that they don't want to for bad things.
Well, Mexico has a really ancient tradition from bringing refugees to its country, and now Syria is asking them to bring 10,000 refugees that could be translated by the Mexican army from boats, and they will arrive to Mexico for having a better life. This announcement was asked by the Syrian government from to the president of Mexico since 2011 because their country is getting an economical and really wrong with the war problem, so they are trying to come to Mexico to search a new opportunity of life. And well, as a conclusion, I think that Mexico shouldn't be receiving too many immigrants on a future because this will cause many conflicts inside Mexico and on the other countries because they got really big quantities above their population, so there wouldn't be many labor chances for the other ones. But as Syria population came since 2011, they have been updating his life, and this got better because they got new opportunities and a safe world over Mexico. So when your country gets agree about the problem and there is no fear about that, Syrian people will arrive again to their property and their country, but meanwhile they can stay in Mexico, upgrading his life and being happy with their families.